I'm gonna dance by myself like nobody's watching. Don't really care if my rhythm's off, 'cause I'm gonna dance like nobody's watching.
Well, hello my lovelies. This is just a quick little video to show you how to do a really easy blend. I'm using Vintage Flare and Dark Sea over British Grey. And what I'm doing is I'm just using the Vintage Flare here at the top. It's sort of a light greenish blue. And I'm going into all of the little rope details and whatnot with a chippy brush. And I go down, when you're doing 2 or 3 color blends, you want to go down beyond 1/3 or 1/2 of the portion of the piece that you're doing. So on this piece, since I'm doing a 2 color blend primarily over the gray, I am going about 3/4 of the way down, because then I'm going to blend up from the bottom with the darker color. And as you can see here, I'm pulling the drawer out so that I can paint the top of the drawer and make sure that I get all of the areas painted so I'm not missing anything and I don't have any holidays or empty spots. And I'm just making sure I have full coverage. And again, I'm just using a little chip brush here. If you've watched me any amount of time at all, you'll know that a chip brush is sometimes my favorite brush to use. And I'm just going to continue working downward, down the sides, and then down the middle. And so this is a 3-drawer piece. And as you can see, I'm going all the way down to the bottom of that second drawer. So like I said, I'm going 2/3 of the way down, even though I'm coming up halfway up on the other side from the bottom up with the darker color. And that darker color is called Dark Sea. And it's a beautiful dark blue. So once you introduce that secondary color, all you need to do is keep it as true as possible on the bottom with a second paintbrush. I'm using a second paintbrush here. So as you can see, I've got a lighter paintbrush to use for the light color and a dark paintbrush to use for the bottom color. And I'm working the bottom color upward and I'm working the top color downward. And you can still see brush strokes, but as I go back and forth and up and down, you just kind of work it until you get those brush strokes gone and you get that blend beautiful. And that's pretty much all that you need to do. You just work it until you get it where you want it. And I apologize, I didn't clean the new brush that I pulled out appropriately, so I'm getting a little broken bristles off into my paint, but just ignore that process. Just make sure you condition your brush before you start this process. So there's the blend. It's still, I need to work it just a little bit more, but that's pretty much all you need to do to blend a piece, is just keep working up and down and back and forth. And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, a like, and a follow, and I hope to see you next time. Glad you watched this little short, and I hope you learned something. Thank you for being here.